Welcome back. Welcome back. This or that, a hoops podcast, basketball experience. Today, we're really going to get in the trenches. We have a Cavs fan here, Matt. We have a Hawks fan here, 12. If you're looking for a dog fight, this is a dog fight. This is this or that, Trae Young or Darius Garland. Now, here's how we're going to do this. We're going to keep it civil. I'm here to moderate. I'm here to be influenced. And the comments, come in the comments. Let us know what you think. Matt, I'm going to give you 1.5 minutes to present your initial argument here. After that, I'll proceed to give 12 1.5 minutes to present his initial argument, and then I'll let you guys go at it, cage match style. Now, if you haven't checked out our this or that videos, check them out. They're elite. This is a little bit different. There's a little bit of homegrown roots in this one, so we'll see how this goes. Ready?
Yeah, so
Set, go.
All right. So obviously, you could look at the numbers and be like, "Oh my God, Trae's averaging 8 more points. He's averaging 4 more assists. Yada yada yada." You got to look at. Let's just take a trip back down memory lane here. So Trae Young's had one extra season than DG, but DG's coming out party was his 3rd season. So in that season, the Cavs were 44-38. End of the season, they were 37-27, and then Jared Allen got hurt and missed the rest of the year until the play-in. So basically on pace for a 50-win season, close to it. Then DG averaged 21.7 and 8.6 with a 27.9 usage rate while shooting 46.2% and 38.3% from three. Good percentage.
I'm going to give you 2 minutes.
Good percentage, high volume, what we want to see. In Trae Young's quote-unquote playoff season, where he was his coming out party when he played the Knicks, I'm just going to read off the playoff stats, and then I'll go to DG's playoff stats from last season. So in his so-called unbelievable playoff run, he averaged 28.8 and 9.5 assists. Good numbers. Then you look at the field goal percentage, 41.8% and 31.3% from three. That was just in the conference finals run. Terrible percentage from the floor. Was shooting 25 shots a game. Not what you want to see. Did hit some clutch shots. We'll say that. Then the next season, first round against Miami. This is horrid. 15.4 points per game, 6 assists, shooting 32% from the floor and 18% from three in a 5-game sample size in the playoffs. Lost 4-1. This past season in the playoffs, averaged 29.2 and 10.2 assists, shooting 40% from the floor, 33.3% from three. In Darius's 5-game playoff stint, in his first playoffs, he averaged 20.5, 44% from the floor, 39% from three, on 16 field goal attempts, while shooting 4 less free throws than Trae Young does on average in his playoffs. That's just playoffs. We'll get to the rest of the just regular season stuff, but go ahead, Slim.
Slim, you got 2:15.
Hold it.
I let them run a little bit, but I'm going to let these boys run. I'm going to let these gazelles get off the leash a little bit.
Hold it.
Hold it down. 3, 2.
Wait.
What he said.
Hold on. You know what he said? What he said? He said he gonna try to outmath me. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. I'm a narrative guy. I'm here for the people. I'm here for the energy. I'm here for what actually matters to the game itself and in regards to winning. And there are plenty of X factors. There are plenty of factors in between 94 feet of lines of hardwood. You know what it comes down to. Smash the like button. That's what it comes down to. But
seconds.
Yeah, I'm eating your time here.
I'm somebody who values now, right? 26.9 per game, three assists, 10.8, or 3 rebounds, 10.8 assists. He's 9th in points, 2nd in assists, efficiency. If you want to talk about his playoff experience, these past 3 seasons, 2020 to 2023, 28.8. He already read all of the statistics, right? But to show up and have to grow and learn to grow, especially when you are a young star within 3 years of your career, now starting to consecutively show up in the playoffs. Meanwhile, Darius Garland has only had 1 playoff season, and it was last year, and he's not his first option with a team that has structure that Trae Young has never had. The reason why Trae Young's field goal percentage and 3-point percentage specifically was lower is because he had more shooters around him, being Kevin Huerter and Bogdanovic, who really showed up in those series against the Knicks and against Philly and against the Heat. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry. Sorry.
No, not allowed.
Finish your time.
I should get more time, right? Hold
Fine,
on.
go
He cutting in on my shit, right? So Darius Garland, 7.3. He's been in the league since 2019 to 2024, 17.3 per game that first year. Second year, 17.4, 21.7, 21.6, and he's averaging 20.7 now, 5.9 assists, 2.8 rebounds per 2.8 rebounds per game, shooting 47% from the field and 57.3 true shooting. That's Trae's 57.8 true shooting. Like, they're similar in percentages, but when it comes down to what it is how are you gonna help? Who are you? That's it. Who are you?
Yeah. So I mean, we can just one.
Well done, gentlemen.
How does Bogdan and Kevin Huerter shooting the ball well impact Trae Young's field goal percentage? That doesn't compute.
Trae Young, like you said, he is a clutch player. He shows up he makes the moments happen, but also shows up for the moment when it's his time, which is in the clutch. And like you said, that we are, I'm pretty sure he's probably top 10 this season in clutch points, has the most of any in the fourth quarter plus overtime. And
how does that make his field goal percentage worse? It doesn't.
Because of his 3-point selection, his 3-point
shot selection's terrible. That's the point of this argument here.
Because he is the star of his team. He has a lot of pressure that he hasn't been able to, whether at that age, you know what I'm saying, just now getting into the playoffs and just now getting a feel for that experience. Same reason why Darius Garland only averaged nothing. You know what I'm saying? 20.6 points, 5.0 assists, and 1.8 rebounds in the playoffs last season, where y'all lost in the first round.
Lights were too bright, if you remember.
He hasn't taken you to an Eastern Conference Finals, and then Trae has done that within he did it his first playoff run, and then he's brought you to the playoffs every season after that, solely based off of his capability and how he does his best to facilitate for everybody else and put everybody else in the right position. And then those players haven't been prodigal players or potential, superstar players like a Evan Mobley or a Darius.
Evan Mobley was in his rookie season, the first year that Darius Garland broke out. So first season, last year was his second year. Not a star yet. He's not.
That's what I'm saying. But like, his potential has always been that. And I'm saying, I'm even talking now. Like, they have the potential, but look at what Darius Garland has around him. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to him. You said he's not even
right now, no doubt the Cavs have a better team. No doubt. And so I'm not disagreeing with that point. By far, the Cavs have a better team. But I also think a lot of that has to do with Darius Garland. And we've seen Darius with his own team perform better in wins and losses than we saw Trae Young do at any point in his career. Trae Young's best season was a 72-game season where they went 41-31.
He's arguably having his best season yet.
But you guys are 6 games under 500. You're not impacting winning, and that's the issue.
And Trae Young cannot do it all by himself. And
but if he didn't go and shoot 40%, 42% from the floor and 33% or 35% from three, I think you would have a better chance of doing so.
100%. But I think if you take into consideration his size, his game, and how he manipulates the floor, like, think about it. Our big is leading the league in offensive rebounds. I think that has to do with the positioning of the 5 on the floor, and for Clint to be the seasoned veteran that he is, but to be partnered with Trae Young, I think that says something about the space that Trae Young is able to create for all of his teammates in order to put them in the positions to soar to the basket, like Jalen Johnson or like a John Collins, whose potential was capped because you didn't have the proper coaching. You know what I'm saying? So the more that you are a young star as Trae Young, trying to find your groove and figure out your spot and do what's best for you, but also get the best guys around me. And arguably we still don't have those guys. And I think that Quinn, needs to figure some shit out. But I think that's the, what they come down to.
Are you guys comfortable having a defensive conversation real quick? Because we're wrapping up here.
I just want one more point. So last season, going into last season, the Cavs and Hawks were basically at the same point. The Cavs just lost in the play-in to the Hawks, and the Hawks ended up getting the 8th seed in the playoffs. So if there was no play-in, the Hawks wouldn't have even made that playoff spot, and the Cavs would have been in. But at one point, they were the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, and then J.A. got hurt and Evan got hurt. But just when both teams added another guard with them, and at this point, obviously, Donovan Mitchell is a better player than Darius Garland during the trade right now, no doubt. Trae Young is a better player than DeJounte Murray, fine. But in 2022-2023, DG had averaged 21 and 6, 8 assists with the 26.8 usage rate while shooting 41% from 3 and 47% from the floor. Trae Young during that same season averaged 26.2, 10.2 assists, while 4 turnovers while shooting 9 free throws a game, 43%, 33.5, with a 32.4 usage rate. His usage rate went up from the season before, and you added DeJounte Murray. It's not impacting winning if you can't get the best out of everyone. And if you have DeJounte Murray getting added to your team, you have to be able to capitalize on that. And we saw Donovan Mitchell have his best career season with Darius Garland last season. And I think DG stats this year look a little lower than they should because he had a rough start to the year and he's only played 20 games because he's been hurt. But if you were to go and over the course of the season, I think the numbers would have gotten out to be around where they were in 2022, 2023. And if you want to get the best out of your guys, you have to be able to adapt your own game and not just try and be a one-man offense that Trae Young has consistently done at inefficient numbers and bad shot selection. That's the main issue that I have with Trae Young. But keep in mind, I'm a number 1 Trae Young hater. Don't get me wrong.
I was going to say, let's preface this with the facts.
Yeah. However, I just think that if Trae Young needs to be a more efficient and better decision maker with the ball for the Hawks for them to be where you think that the Hawks can go.
Matt, you want to do a sentence to close here? I think we're going to leave this to the comments.
Yeah. Comments. Hope you had a good time. Hope you made it this far. It's a great debate. Love doing this. This is honestly a weekly debate, to be honest. But
I want a Cam Thomas debate with somebody of equal caliber next week. Anybody want to put me on for that? And he's easy to argue against, but I'll still solo squad whoever.
But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comments. Peace.